Hi guys, so I'm going to make another video here, kind of give you guys an update of where I'm at. I've had a lot of questions lately, so I'm going to try and answer some of those real quick. First question was, what am I using to record these? This time I'm using a Reflection app. Basically turns your computer into an AirPlay capable device, so you can just AirPlay the output from the iPad to the computer screen. And then to record it, I'm using Camtasia. So it just records you can make a little box on your computer and record it. So that's the app I'm using, the apps I'm using to record. The other question was, what clan am I in? I'm in Honor 44 now. It's a sub-clan of North 44. I dropped a lot of trophies to come down and farm. It's directly related to the next question. People were asking about gems. Just to be honest, I've spent $200 on this game. I did the 14,000 gems twice. Kind of realized that I needed to slow down and just wanted to drop a bunch of cups and come down and farm. So I joined one of our sub clans, and I'm down here farming. It's been pretty good so far. It's pretty easy once you get under about 200 trophies. There's quite a bit of farming and easy elixir and gold to be had. So I've done quite a few upgrades. I'll show you guys some of those now. First off, you'll notice that my elixir storage is pretty much full, but just giving you a good shot of my laboratory there. Research laboratory is pretty much maxed out except for the jump spell, and that's because I don't have Town Hall level 9. I decided to stick with Town Hall level 8 until everything I could upgrade was upgraded. Done with the barracks. Have a few more archer towers to do, and a couple more walls to do as well, but I'm pretty close to being maxed out. And then I'll do my Town Hall level 9, and then after that hopefully I'll level back up and be back at 3,000 trophies. So one of the other questions was, I answered how many gems. I answered the clan I'm in, and answered the application I'm using to record. So I think that was it. I just wanted to make a quick video here kind of showing a little bit about farming. So right now I have a shield, but once you get down around under 200 trophies, as I said, it's actually pretty good farming. I'll just go ahead and show you what I do here to get started. I make sure my goblins are full. And then I'll go ahead and start. So this is a little trick to drop some trophies. You guys may or may not know about it. It's going to be hard to see on the screen, but I'm going to kind of do a double tap, just tap and then tap again real quick. I'll drop a troop, and then I'll hit the next button at the same time or right afterwards. It's kind of hard to tell on there. It kind of works good if you actually I'm not gonna attack. Okay, so I'll use two hands this time, and I'll drop one across the map and hit next at the same time. It's kind of like a 1-2. You kind of get used to it. But that's how you get down. It took me about, I don't know, 20 minutes to go from 2,500 trophies to 100 trophies. But once you get down around 100 or under 200, it starts going really slow because you drop one cup at a time. But you can kind of see, you get the picture. You basically drop a troop and hit next, and it gives you negative trophies and allows you to go to the next match and do the same thing again. So now I'm going to try and find a good village to attack here and give you an example of farming under 200 cups. Villages like this aren't too bad to attack. One wall breaker, maybe 30 goblins. I could probably take all that gold, but I'm looking for something more than 34,000 gold. Elixir is actually pretty easy to come by. You can see that I'm at 5.9 million. So my suggestion is not to attack for elixir and just attack for gold, and the elixir will kind of come as you go along. So I got one of the gold storages there. We'll see how this goes. I think one of the good tricks with farming is trying not to deploy too many goblins. You notice that when I started there, I kind of loaded up my barracks to produce goblins. So you try not to use your entire troops. I only used 18 and I got 27,000 there. So I want to get at least 1,000 per goblin, if not 2,000 per goblin. So that time I got my minimum, but definitely could have done better. So these barracks will produce troops while you're fighting. So the idea is that you can kind of just keep going instead of spending your entire army and then waiting for 20 minutes while it regenerates. So here's a decent example of a village that you'll find under 200 cups. One wall breaker. I could probably even not use a wall breaker. I could just deploy a couple of goblins up top there, trick the mortar for a couple of seconds. We'll see how many goblins I use per how much cash I get here. But then the other trick to farming is not to go over the 40% mark. At 40%, you provide the village a shield. So I'm actually done there. I've got enough elixir. I got what I came for, which was the 83,000 gold, and I spent 14 goblins. So you do that a couple of times, and you can do the math and see how it quickly gets very easy to gain money. Villages like this I'll tend to skip just because they're so well built that I'm going to have to spend my whole army to get in there. And even if I do, he's got gold mortars, so I kind of want to stay away from that. I'm looking for something where I can, this one's borderline 112. I could probably get in there, but he's got some wizards, and all three of his mortars are active, I guess you would say, not being upgraded. So I'm probably going to stay away from stuff like that. Kind of looking for ones that are a little bit easier. So little ones like this, where I can just kind of, come in, get a little bit of gold, get over 1,000 per goblin, and kind of move on. So you'll notice that I got 21,000 per 20 goblins. So not that great on that one, but not too bad either. And like I said, these barracks are constantly spitting out goblins while I'm doing this, so you can see I'm not even down all that many troops. Try and see if I can find another good village here. I'm not gonna attack that one again. $63, and you can see that this guy's got his gold and elixir kind of spread out, so that's not the best. You're kind of looking for something where everything's centrally located. Here's a decent village again. This time I'll use a wall breaker. Just kind of want to pay attention to how many goblins you deploy. Don't get too crazy. Just want to deploy just enough for them to, get what you came for, and that was pretty much perfect. I got 1 or 2 goblins left over. And then I'm just going to end my battle. So I spent 13 goblins, got 63,000 gold, and I'm ready to fight again. So right around the 150 cup range is not too bad. You used to be able to go down to 0, but it's a little bit harder to get past past 50 now. There's some kind of a stop. You pretty much just stop finding villages where you can lose cups. So somewhere between 50 and 150 I've found is the best range to be in. So I found another decent battle here. Probably going to use a couple wall breakers right here on this left side. 197,000, I should be able to get most of that. I'll use one giant to get into that inner wall there. So that's about it. I'm going to quit right there. So I used 59 goblins, 4 wall breakers, 1 giant, 191,000 gold. It's not too bad. There are some disadvantages down here. I'm not going to tell you it's perfect. It's quite crowded. There's a lot of farmers. You will find that you're hitting the next button a lot because either the person doesn't have any money or their village is just too well built up. I suppose you could go full bore and build P.E.K.K.A.s and things like that to dragons and attack that kind of village, but I'm just looking for the easy battles basically. So this is a good example of why you sometimes don't want to go to 40% and you want to quit when you stop, or quit when you've gotten all the gold that you want. I basically ran across the same village that I just attacked. He's still got 116,000 gold available, so I'm going to go ahead and attack it again. I don't have very many goblins this time, so I'm going to use them a little bit more sparing than last time. Used a few more giants to kind of distract the wizards. And I actually used all my goblins and don't have enough to finish getting the gold, but didn't do too bad. Used 40 goblins and got 81,000 gold, so that's pretty much my goal of 2,000 per goblin. And that was it, guys. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have questions in the comments and I'll try and get them answered.